snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came out striking. All of these VVs, now they blind. I know my persona, really enticing. Right on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Head on that pussy, just like it's lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dying. I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I know the feds, they wanna indict it. Gun in my lap, I come invited. Run on with drip, them boys are biting. She love with me, got her excited. She like the nigga on the stones on my ice. And I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I'm on the block with the snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came back striking. All these VVs, now they blind. No more song, really enticing. Bought on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like I'm lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dying. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for that money like Midas. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. We got another special episode for you guys today. Make sure y'all go ahead and smack that like button, thumb up the video, and support the channel, man. Y'all already know how we come into this thing, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Yeah, let's get right through this intro, and we'll be right back in just a second. Let's go.
Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. When I'm pissed off, I'm like a gun cocked and loaded. Might pop off at any time, don't play with my emotions. They say I'm like my daddy, antisocial and bipolar. Don't deal with the stress, that shit eat at you like Ebola. Cold shoulders what I got, when help is what I needed. Fuck it right, I'm being greedy. Come for mine, you get deleted. I let them make it, they might feel the need to repeat it. Show my loyalty, they don't know how to treat it. Purchases, no receipts with the pack. Want insurances, you gotta pay your fee for that. I ain't tripping, I'ma make it all back on the tax. On the move until it's gone, I don't get to relax. And if you owe me, it ain't safe to say you safe, dog. John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, we gon' face off. It ain't my fault, but in the street, that's how we lay low. They got me moving with this bat like it's baseball. Sometimes your own people the ones that do you dirty. They ain't even 30, trying to get my nigga 30. Know my dog was out here wildin', but I swear he don't deserve it. Kept that stick with him daily, cause them niggas had him nervous for real. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. Headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions. I'm headed to the top where I'm supposed to be at. Don't interfere cause you don't know me like that. Don't ever play with my emotions. Don't ever play with my emotions.
Peace and love. Peace, 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 peace. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, rocking out with your brother. Drop a fire emoji. Y'all already know the vibes. Salute, salute, salute. It's been a good, beautiful day. It's always good to see the beautiful It's always good to see the beautiful spirits up in the building with us. It's always good to see the beautiful spirits that's up in here rocking the house out with us. We do appreciate that. Drop those fire emojis in the chat if y'all are in the building with us, man. Drop those fire emojis. I see we got 40 people already in here. That's pretty high numbers for such a short period of time. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG, Nate Badjaw, brother Derek G3C. We got my brother Mr. Nobleman, Wild Savage. What up, man? It's a Tennessee thing. You already know, man. We got 305 War Chief in the building, Copper Tone 8455 in the building, man. Y'all already know what we here for, man. We here to get it right in. Y'all already know. Y'all come on in the building as I shout the family out. Y'all come on in the building as I shout the family out. Man, oh man, I gotta make a comment to where somebody made a comment at. Now, shout out to Tarharka Bay. There's no beef. We're only going to deal with the scholastic information. We're going to deal with the scholastic information, man. And I feel like Tarharka Bay has been running from me for years in a debate. I really do. You know, we were supposed to debate years ago, probably back in 2018. Maybe 17, before I even had a YouTube channel. We were supposed to debate back when I had a forum, a platform on YouTube, on Facebook called Everything Golden. It was a huge group page, and we should get it in and bang it out. Long story short, we're here in 2025. It's always good to see brothers that have made it through another year, into another solar return. And man, Tarharka Bay has put his foot in his mouth. So I'm going to be reacting to Tarharka Bay's pseudo-analysis of Black Americans and how he believes that Black Americans are, in fact, undoubtedly African people. Okay? So we're going to be debunking the narrative from the Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America, one of the Grand Sheiks from Moorish World TV. We're going to be breaking down the Aboriginal, or what I like to say, the American denialism. They have a lot of deep-rooted hatred, a lot of these people from the pro-Black Pan-African paradigm. And a lot of the Moorish camp comes from out of that Pan-African paradigm. A lot of these people are under the impression that all Black people come from Africa. With him being a Moor, he should be more in depth into the knowledge of Moorish Science Temple. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to have a conversation. And I would love to debate Tarharka Bay on this subject. I mean, it's long overdue. You know what I mean? We were supposed to debate some time ago. I believe it's long overdue. You know what I mean? Respectfully, I believe it is. And I believe that you could do a better job at possibly, making this thing line up perfect for us. You know what I mean? I think we should be in the ring debating. You know what I mean? I think I should be simply in the ring debating him. Because he's not going to push a narrative with correct perspective. He's going to come from an outdated source of protection. And so within this live stream, I'm going to be reacting to Tarharka Bay's video where he claims that majority of FBA, quote unquote, Black Americans are in fact African people, which I obviously strongly disagree with that. And I'm going to be debunking that narrative in live real time. Okay, family? So if y'all ready to get right into the show, drop a fire emoji in the chat. I see we got the squad in the building. It's all love. Shout out to the real ones in the building. I'm going to drop this one time real quick in the chat. I'm going to drop these two things real quick in the chat. I do want you guys to go follow me on all social media outlets. That's big_Aboriginal_power on Instagram. That's Power Aboriginal on Twitter and Aboriginal Power on TikTok. Also, family, we launched my official website where you guys can go and shop Aboriginal. You can go and shop Black, man. You can go get you some fire, big Aboriginal Power merch, man. We got BAP merchandise available for the family. Go and get you one of those delineation hats. Let the people know that you're representing the movement and you're standing on business. Also, family, I want to reiterate to the family that's new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. you go always want to subscribe to the channel. This is the latest YouTube channel and the realest. You know, we keep it real right here. You know what I mean? So you're going to want to make sure that all your notification bells are on. And for those that really, really rock with the channel, you know what I mean? Support the channel. Cash App information is in the chat. I'm not going to ask you guys to support, but we do appreciate it. The link is in there out there for those that do want to support. All right. So let's get right into this heat, man. Tarharka Bey claims that majority of Black Americans are in fact African. He says that the Americans or FBA are African denialists. They're in denial of their African heritage. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, we're going to get right into this right now. Let's go.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
And I hope they're watching. I hope they're watching the show tonight. They asked me a question because the last show I said that. Oh, I need to turn the mic up. The last show, let me turn it up a little bit more. Hold up. My bad. My sound is a little bit off today. The last show I had mentioned that the 1 second. I had mentioned that the islands had facilitated runaway slaves. If you can remember that, I said that the islands facilitated runaway slaves. And hold on 1 second. I'm working on it. I said that the island had facilitated runaway slaves. And at the end of the day, somebody went on the post and they said, "What are you talking about? You mean the Caribbeans facilitated runaway slaves?" I said, "Of course. What are you talking about?" Man, listen, this is the problem with this mixed bag of information that people are trying to deliver to those who are less read than some of us or less studied than some of us. And so let me look on my phone. I should have sent it to, let me see if I can send it to myself and I can share it with everybody, because I think it's very important, because not only do I give.
I don't think no one's in denial of the fact that a lot of the island nations was facilitating what we call chattel slavery or transatlantic slave trade. They were some of the heavy equipment and boundaries post transatlantic slave trade. As a matter of fact, after the Act of 1808, the regional's mainland import of slaves directly came from the islands. I don't think no one is in regard of that. We are in regard of the fact whether or not you think that they are African. So when we get into the African slave trade, we're starting with the middle passage. But before we start with the middle, we must start with the beginning first. Okay.
A nice presentation with all the bells and whistles of a social media show. I also do my best to educate also. And so that's one of the main goals of Moorish World TV, is to educate and get people to start thinking. You know what I mean? That's the educate and get people to start thinking. I think I just sent it to myself. Let me see what I got here. Ding, 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 ding. I want to show y'all this because somebody mentioned that show me. Here it is. I'm going to show it to you right now. Bing, 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 bing. Peep this. Right here. Can you name me one black actor?
Right. How the fuck was they facilitating slavery when out of the 12 million alleged African slaves that came over here, out of the 12 million, the majority of them were sent to the islands? So how was the islands, who have majority of the Africans, facilitating the North America mainland, which has the smallest amount of African slaves imported? It just doesn't make any sense.
African slave runaway that ever made it to the island. Because you remember when I mentioned that I said the Caribbeans would facilitate runaway slaves. And I think our people, her name is Sheba Health 5667. And I think our people are so underread.
Now, let's have this conversation. We're going to have about it. Before we even get into this conversation, family, we're officially 15 minutes in this live. I will really highly appreciate it if you can do your cousin a favor. Do your cousin a quick favor. Hit this like button, family. Let's get our likes up to match the number of views so we can push in that algorithm. And also, family, sharing this on all your social media outlet with a simple hashtag Aboriginal Power does this channel wonders. Okay, so if we can get some of the family that really supports and rock with the channel to do a quick share, a quick like, for those that haven't hit the like, go and thumb up the video. And if I haven't earned your like yet, sit back, just bear with me. We're gonna cook today. Okay?
5667. And I think our people are so underread that they don't understand how this works. I want y'all to press 7 if y'all remember me saying this. Remember I said that slavery could not end without the help of outsiders, is basically what I said. And what our people don't understand is that the mode of the most.
Here come with this victimhood mentality. Slavery would have never existed without the big bad white man, without the great white hope, or outside of your peoples, you would have never been free. So they still play this big great white hope while also trying to bang on the bees. Like, listen to the narrative.
Is basically what I said. And what our people don't understand is that the mode of the most famous mode of transportation today is automobiles. The most popular mode of transportation, arguably, it would be a boat or horse. You follow what I'm saying? And so when some of the slaves escaped, they didn't only escape on foot. They also was being helped by those that own ships.
Who the fuck where was they running to? Are you telling me that mainland Black Americans were running away from slavery by foot and boat by way of the islands? It makes absolutely no sense. When you listen to the narrative, why would the slaves run to a place where majority of the slaves went to? That means they have a stronghold on the islands, with it being the majority of where alleged slaves went to. Why would a runaway run to where the majority of slaves has been captured and held at? It doesn't make any sense. I want you guys to start using your own damn brain. Don't let these damn guys just come up here and weasel this European indoctrination.
And some of these ships are facilitated some of these runaway slaves. If you're familiar with let me see.
Like I said, for those that's in the building, hit that like button, share the live stream. Let's get these likes to try to match the views. We got 66 viewers and we have 48 likes, family. Can we get the likes up in the building? Shout out to Mr. Brandon Rogers. It's always good to see you in the building, brother. Hope all is well with you and the family.
The saltwater. Anybody familiar with the Saltwater Railroad? Let me Google it real quick. The Saltwater Railroad was comparable to.
I bet you can't say that 10 times real fast, Tarharka Bay. I bet you can't say that 2 times real fast. Saltwater Railroad. Saltwater Runaway Railroad.
Anybody familiar with the Saltwater Railroad? The
Saltwater Railroads. Somebody say that 10 times real fast in the chat.
Let me Google it real quick. The Saltwater Railroad was comparable to the Underground Railroad. Let me Google this real quick. Saltwater Railroad. Family, look it up. Educate yourself so you can teach your children this.
The United States.
By the way, my bad, y'all, about the ads. Sorry about that. Sorry about the ads, family. We're going to cook a little bit, y'all. Just bear with me. He's saying that this saltwater railroad was equivalent to the Underground Railroad. Let's listen to this nonsense.
Here we go. Enslaved people from the American South escaped to the Caribbean islands through various routes, particularly during the 18th and 19th century. One significant route was the Saltwater Railroad, which led freedom seekers from the southeastern slave states of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida to the Bahamas, a British colony where enslaved people were legally free. Anybody Google that real quick for our people? For anybody ever Google that, make sure, because people think our people was just broke back, leaning over, picking cotton with no assistance, no help, et cetera, et cetera. Go ahead and Google that. Do your research on that. It's called the Saltwater Railroad. And there's other instances in history where those that own ships, they also help facilitate slavery, runaway slaves, or what they would call slave fugitives, to get out of there. You follow what I'm saying? So when people do not study, when people don't read, they're easy to be played by someone like Tariq Nasheed. You follow what I'm saying? Let me see what we got in this crowd tonight. I mean, before I turn all the way up, you know what I mean? We got to make sure that we share this.
First of all, we're going to break down this whole saltwater railroad thing, which he's talking about, which took place, I believe, between 1821 to 1861, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, it talks about how indigenous Seminoles was helping fugitives, but it doesn't really specify them going to the islands. I mean, it does talk about a connection between the islands, but it doesn't talk about these people necessarily being runaways. What it does obviously express on is that these people were POWs, and that the judicial system was obviously targeting a particular demographic of people, forcing them into imprisonment, and these people were breaking away from the imprisonment. See, sometimes things got to be put in this proper perspective, because the same people who's giving you the story and the narrative is also changing the narrative. He's also confusing and muddying up the waters. So we're going to put things in this proper perspective. When you hear about a fugitive on the run, you don't think of someone who was enslaved and beat. When you think of a fugitive, you think of someone that was in jail, someone that was in prison, someone that was captured, locked up for committing a crime, alleged crime, and then escaped from that. Okay? That's what a fugitive is. Do we need to look up the term and what a fugitive is? Family, we're not going to tolerate no trolls in the chat today. So the first time y'all see these goddamn lying, retarded trolls like Kemet TV, you go ahead and get them out of here. Okay? He can suck on his thumb and sit on it later.
This type of information people are not familiar with. You know what I mean? People are definitely not familiar with. For some reason, this is some of that. This is the hidden history. I'm going to do hidden history documentary. It's the hidden history. Let me finish reading this Google thing. It says, the British colony where enslaved people were legally free upon arrival after 1825. The Bahamas attracted many escapees due to its status as British-controlled islands, where Black people could own land, own land, access education, and be legally married. This was after 1825. See, people be thinking that the slaves was just uncivilized to the point where, okay, they was waiting on somebody to do something. No, they had support, they had help, and yeah, they only tell us the grimy part of slavery, but you're gonna have to read yourself to understand the other parts of slavery. You have to read yourself. You have to educate yourself. It says access and legally married. By the 1830s, historians estimate at least 6,000 freedom.
First of all, let's be clear. He's trying to equate what history classifies as the saltwater railroad as the same thing as to the Underground Railroad. And what he's saying is that fugitive, runaway slaves, allegedly, from America escaped from the Americas by way of the Underground Saltwater Railroad to the islands of the Caribbean to escape slavery between 1821 and 1861. That's absolutely impossible because between 1819 and 1864, the Caribbean islands was what we call a central hub for the transatlantic slave trade. He's absolutely bullshitting you. There was no free people running away to the islands, getting land in the islands of the Caribbeans during the 1821, during 1861. They was not free in the islands. They were literally under British control. It was the central hub. This is a known fact. Y'all can just do a simple Google search for those that's got smartphones. Can simply just Google it.
Seekers have reached the Bahamas. You know what I mean?
Sorry about the ads, family. Hey, let's get a few people to hit that like button and support the channel, man. Turn your brother Aboriginal Power up. We just now cooking a little bit. I do need y'all to turn up the live stream, man. Hit that like button, share the live stream. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate y'all's number love. We're gonna continue to cook and stand on our lineage. We're not gonna allow people to push these phony narratives. You feel what I'm saying? These phony narratives about our people in America. Okay, we're not gonna allow that whatsoever. Shout out to the real FBA. Shout out to the real Aboriginal Indigenous that's in the building. Drop them fire emojis in the chat.
By the 1830s, historians estimate at least 6,000 freedom seekers had reached the Bahamas. You know what I mean? They don't know, brother. 6,000 reached Bahamas, making the Caribbean colony with the highest number of escaped slaves during that period. And so for someone to come on the post, and it was asked respectfully, you know what I mean? But for someone to come on the post and ask the question, well, here's the answer. Can you name one black African slave runaway that has made it to the island? No, I can name 6,000. 6,000. And that's recorded history. And see, this is a problem that people will always have with Moorish World TV and Brother Tarharka Bey. Because Brother Tarharka Bey is the people's Grand Sheik, and I'm going to give the information to the people the way they need to have it so they ultimately can go research it. One thing that I discovered is
don't take Tarharka Bey's word for it, because under his oppression, out of the 10 to 12 million alleged Africans that were brought over here during the transatlantic slave trade, he's portraying that less than 3% made it to the island and roughly around 40% made it to the mainland. Well, and that is absolutely bullshit and hogwash. As a matter of fact, according to all statistics and standardized records, roughly around 40% of the alleged African slaves were taken to the Caribbean island, and less than 3% of those people were taken to the mainland. Less than 3% were taken to the mainland, and over 40% were taken to the islands. This is undebatable fact. This is undebatable fact. There's no historian. There's no statistical records. There's no administrative records. There's no historical reference that you can point to that says that anything over 20% of the slave trade made it to and came to North America. Less than 3% of those people came to what we call North America. As a matter of fact, out of the 10 to 12 million, they estimated over 300,000 made it to North America over the period of 200 years. So only 300,000 made it to the Americas over the course of 200 years. Let's just be clear about that. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. This guy's hogwash. He's alluding and portraying to the people that may not understand that He's saying that the island was free and that runaways from North America was all escaping to the islands and getting land during 1821 and 1861 in the Caribbean island. That's absolutely hogwash, because in 1821 and in 1820 to 1861 in the Caribbean islands, that was the central hub for enslaved people. So why would the majority of the runaways that is getting free, 6,000 free runaways, will go to a place where the majority of people has been captured and enslaved? This guy is a complete maniac. Tarharka Bay, you need to come have this conversation with me. You're doing all these shadow boxings. Let's have a real conversation about this history.
While I was putting this show together, I said, you know that most people that talk about that they're not African, they're only listening to people who are teaching them by the way of folklore and fantasy information. They're only listening. The people that they're listening to. I even went to Dane Calloway, some of Dane Calloway videos, and I'm like, Dane Calloway logic is very, very off.
No, don't be sending shots to my brother Dane. Because Dane stands on aboriginality. And you know, when you speak of aboriginals, right, there should be two names that come to mind off the rip. When you think aboriginals of America, there's two names that should come to mind: Aboriginal Power and Dane Calloway. There should be two motherfucking names that come to your motherfucking mind: the Big Bapperton and Dane. Now, that's not to say that there ain't a conglomerate of other Aboriginals that has been putting in work that is also notably known around here. I'm saying to you guys that's listening, when you hear somebody bring up the term Aboriginal and people that pushes this Aboriginal knowledge, you should be thinking of me, man. Aboriginal Power. Because I'm going to lay the smack down. And I want all the smoke. Tarharka Bay, you've been running for me, and I got a rapport with Tarharka. I can probably call Tarharka right now. I think I got Tarharka Bay's number. I can probably call Tarharka right now. Shout out to Tarharka Bay. But this is bullshit, pseudo European centrism history. You ain't even giving us revisionizing. You just giving us straight up European centrism. Excuse me. This is straight up hogwash, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We got 95 of the real soldiers in the building. If my FBA and Aboriginal brothers is in the building with us right now, go ahead and drop those fire emojis. Let your cuzzo know that y'all in the building with me right now. Go ahead and drop them fire emojis. We got a lot more to get into. We about to turn it up a little bit around here. I need y'all to drop them fire emojis. Only the real ones support. So shout out to the real ones in the building. Y'all support the channel. Let's get right back into listening to this. Let's go.
And listen, family. I know somebody gonna pass this to him, and I'm not attacking Dane Calloway. I'm only addressing his scholarship as it relates to what he been standing on. He said, I read my Circle 7 every day. That's the foundation of Kung Fu Joe. That's the foundation of what I draw from, without a doubt.
Man, I could see you coming with a damn mixed religious book that done ciphered and took bits and pieces from different religions, and now you're reading as if it's one confined perspective. That's no wonder your perspective so thrown off, Tarharka Bay. Your ass is drawing your inspiration from a damn Circle 7 Bible.
Expressing his scholarship as it relates to what he been standing on. He said, I read Circle 7 every day. That's the foundation of Kung Fu Joe. That's the foundation of what I draw from, without a doubt. But I'm looking at Dane Calloway, at some of his older videos and some of the newer videos. I'm like, what he really is doing is he putting forth information that he's tweaking to make it make sense to his audience. But in reality, if you challenge it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you do your research, you can find out that not only did our people make it to the Bahamas, but we made it to Panama, we made it to other British islands, we made it to a lot of places. But let me get to the point right here. These brothers, whether it be FBA or whether it be people with feathers in their head looking like they came straight from Gambia, these people are they just hate themselves. They just hate themselves so much.
Somebody said this got to be Starnetta's cousin. Now I don't think this is a Starnetta's cousin, but listen, don't he look kind of Somalian though? Or am I bugging? That's just a side note that popped up in Aboriginal Power's head just now. Don't he look a little Somalian, family? Shout out to my FBA brothers. Don't he look a little Somalian? Y'all let me know in the chat.
These people are they just hate themselves. They just hate themselves so much. Listen. This is my challenge. And I'm gonna say it a couple times throughout this show. This is my challenge. When you see somebody with this Indian feather in their head like this, right? I mean, when you see somebody like this, right? When you see somebody like this, my question is, what is the phenotype of this guy? Now, look at Steve say, we even have black Seminoles in the Bahamas via Florida on the islands. Cool.
So now he's saying
nothing wrong with that. But check
indigenous peoples in America that were Negroes. I can't wait to get into more of this conversation. We're going to debunk this nonsense once and for all. This is absolutely garbage research.
Out what I'm about to present, Steve. When you see people doing like this, like look at the phenotype. Look at the phenotype. The phenotype, the facial features, et cetera, et cetera. Family, do me a favor. Find me one authentic Native American, quote unquote, Indian picture with this phenotype. Find one.
Oh, that's easy, sir. That's easy. As a matter of fact, I'll make it easier for you. The oldest bones of an American ever found goes back 12,000 years. They have her reconstruction. And guess what? The oldest American bones ever found and the reconstruction of those bones is on the left. Her name is Luzia woman, which ironically matches the oldest living survivor of the Tulsa riots and bombings. When you look at American Negro, you should be seeing nothing but the American phenotype. You should see American culture. You should see American pride. When you look at FBA, you should see nothing but the true American, sir. Tarharka Bay, you're starting to come off as slow. I mean, really slow. I mean, to the point where it's starting to seem like you're pushing the same European agenda. Oh, let's go to an authentic painting illustrating indigenous peoples that was illustrating and created by indigenous peoples 1,000 years ago. Here goes another primary source. This is what you dig in the bone, you dig in America, no matter where you dig, the farther you dig, the older the bones. The older the bones, the darker the people. This is a scientific fact. When we go to places like the southern regions of North America, you start finding things like El Negro, found at Tres Zapotes in Veracruz, Mexico, right? You finding statues of Negro sculptures that scientists, anthropologists, archaeologists is now labeling El Negro. And you mean to tell me that you haven't seen a Negro or Aboriginal indigenous phenotype that matches the so-called Black American, aka FBA? You don't think that these people look exactly like the true Americans? Let me guess. And I haven't heard this. We're all reacting to this live. I haven't listened to any of his talking points. We're all watching and listening to this fool live right now. I'm going to go on the record and say, this guy is going to say that the original people have high cheekbones, long, straight black hair, and fair skin. I can tell by the narrative that he's coming with already. So he's under the oppression that a wandering Neanderthal, aka a Mongoloid, is the original people of this land when they tell you that they came from somewhere else. This is baloney, family. We cannot allow Tarharka Bay to push this type of weak bullshit ass narrative. He's going to give you the same Eurocentrism that we're debunking. Let's continue with this nonsense. If you guys in the building rocking with me, drop a fire emoji and let's get a few people to support the channel. Only if you rocking with what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? Only the ones that's rocking with what I'm saying support the channel. If y'all ready to get back into some of this bull crap, drop a fire emoji. Let's keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
An original picture. Now, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but most of the pictures that you see are drawn. Nowadays, AI.
Hold on. We can't take into consideration that indigenous people drawing themselves during the time frame that the photo was dated back to is not categorized as authentic or as a primary source. As a matter of fact, a Miro, a Codex, or a Stele in all scientific repertoires is considered primary research, a primary source, not secondary, not third dimension, a primary source. Okay, so we'll bring up images like what I brought up earlier with the Beaumont Park Miro, this one right here, which is an authentic painting by indigenous peoples 1,000 years ago. All scientists label this as a primary source. Y'all can look it up right now.
But here is the flip side of the argument. Let me go down the line real quick. Let me go down the line for these people that say that they are Aboriginal.
So when somebody draws, so when someone takes out the time to create a statue, not by etching in stone, but by creating a three-dimensional particular look based off of the actual person's phenotype, things that we call Olmec statues, which is high relief carvings. Listen to me, family. That particular style of statue work is called high relief carving. Those particular data work is primary research. You're not going to bring up pictures and AI and then try to jump straight into the 1800s. See, this is what he wants you to do. He wants you to show you pictures in the 1800s during the height of corruption, during the height of Reconstruction, right? Photos didn't come around until the right after the Reconstruction. Most of the photos that you see were propaganda shit. if you want to get rudimentary, no filtered, no narrative push research and data, you got to go to what the indigenous peoples documented themselves. That's what you call a primary. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Let's finish cooking.
Let me go down the line real quick. Let me go down the line for these people that say that they are Aboriginal, indigenous, and all of these things. Let's go down the line real quick. Let's do that. Family, here is the test. You know what I mean? Here is the test right here. Watch this. Here is the test. Give me 1 second. Here is the test.
When you have everything.
Ads, family. Sorry about the ads. People like this, it makes me question whether or not they're agents. Shit like this make me question whether or not these people are agents or not, family. Seriously.
At the end of the day, this is what the slave looked like. This is what the slave looked like. This is a variable of what the slave looked like in America. This is an authentic picture. And one of the, Harvard has the biggest collection.
Oh my God. Do y'all see this nonsense?
Of these type of pictures of slaves. This is what the slave looked like in America. Now, let's finish. Let's finish. The reason why we have variables today is because this brother. What you mean cameras wasn't invented? Who said cameras what? This guy said cameras wasn't invented. See how uneducated we are? Here we go.
No, we know cameras was invented, but what you can't do though, Tarharka Bay, is show me an image of a slave boat. Show me videos of slaves getting off a boat. Show me videos of a slave doing slave work while the master beat him on film. Why is there no videos of that? Videos and shit came out in 1848. I think they were earlier produced versions in the late 1830s, but officially became available for public use in 1848. Slaves didn't get free till 1865. You damn near got a 20-year, you got an 18-year span where you got videos that's abundant and slaves that's abundant, but there's no videos of slaves being beat. There's no movies of slaves from the 1800s from real video footage. Hell, you got Sir Solomon Jones going around showing you black-owned oil companies, black-owned this, black-owned that, taking trips to Dubai, the pyramids, and looking at black businesses. You don't got no videos of no slaves. Think about it. You got video footage and cameras that came out in 1848. Slaves didn't get free until 1865. Where's the abundance of slave videos and footage? There should be overwhelming slave footages around the world because it was at abundance to the point where they had to free motherfuckers. Do y'all see what I'm saying? When you start questioning the narrative, you understand that it's all bull crap. I wish we had some people in here that was understanding what I was talking about. They'd be dropping fire emojis and hitting that Cash App and supporting the channel today. Only if y'all could. Because I feel like only if you understand what I'm saying, we're chopping up the narrative right now in real time, family. You shouldn't just find one random photo that Harvard University has of slaves. You should be able to find photos passed down from generation to generations. Look, this was one of my granddaddy's favorite slaves in 1850, in 1860, in 1862, in 1863. Look, they were my granddaddy's favorite slaves. He went to war in the Confederate War to keep them. You don't see no video footage? I don't know. That's just me questioning the narrative. Let's get back into some more of this bull crap.
Out the window right now. Cameras wasn't even invented. What are you talking about? Cryptonomics just put in there. The Gemini camera was invented in 1816. This is an 1850-something photo. You family, use your phone for more than playing games and watching dumb Tariq Nasheed.
This ain't
Come on now.
This ain't got nothing to do with Tariq Nasheed, bro. This got something to do with the Aboriginals, indigenous people, waking up our brothers and sisters that has now been called Black Americans. This shit has been debunked since 2018, Tarharka Bay. Me and you had a conversation about this in 2019 where you were still talking like this, and we were supposed to debate this. There's no way in 2026 you're still this slow. In 2026, you're still this damn slow, sir. I'll be dipped in shit and rolled in breadcrumbs. Bro, you can't help a damn tick that's down.
Watching dumb Tariq Nasheed. Come on now. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The person would say, how you going to find pictures when cameras wasn't invented? Then he going to come back and say, that's a picture of an NBA. Would you just shut up? Would you just shut up and learn something, brother? Just learn something. Let me move on.
We're trying to learn. You ain't said nothing smart since you started talking, Tarharka.
Move on. One of the things that I'm trying to say is he's saying that this is let's deal with the concept by a Frenchman. What that got to do with anything? Yes, the 1816 camera there was cameras in America. There was cameras in America in 1850. What are we doing? Why are we wasting time with this? What are we doing? I didn't say when no. Please block Black Gemini. Let me block him because I didn't say when no white man. I don't even use the term white first came to America. Let me block this fool. Let me watch from the outside, man. I don't even use the term whites. What are you talking about? Yeah, man, hey, block him, man. It's a distraction. Anyway, back to my point. That's probably Fareed Nasheed. Anyway, the point that I'm making is this. You know what I mean? The point that I'm making is this.
Man, this guy has a complete obsession with Tariq Nasheed.
When we look at the phenotype of the slave in America, right? We see that today. You know what I mean? We see that today. You know what I mean? So my thing is, for those who putting feathers in their head, why don't we ever see, when they tell us that the Black Seminoles and the Black this and the Black that, and I get that, they got the silky hair and all of that and dark complexion. In fact, my birth name is named Toronto. I mean, my birth name is Toronto. Toronto is a Native American name. So I'm qualified to speak on the topic, right?
Look, he think he's a Native American already. I told you it was coming, family. I can hear it in his talking point. I told you it was coming. He's going to go straight to Johnny Redcorn and little Sitting Bull. He's going to go straight to Johnny Redcorn and describe him in just a damn second. I bet Toronto is
Toronto. Toronto is a Native American name. So I'm qualified to speak on the topic, right? I think I am. You know what I mean? But now let me say this. Let me say this. If I showed you my great grandmother has that long face like I have. She has the shiny, dark complexion, kind of look like leather, you know what I'm saying, with long hair, all of that, right? Silky black hair and all of that. The question would be now is this. How many slave pictures of people that look like that? How many? How many slave pictures do we have of people that look like the pictures that they show us of the Black Indians? All the slave pictures that we have, the phenotype is African. And I'm using the term African for the lack of using of another term, but for the sake of this conversation, every description, every picture, everything that we ever seen of a slave, none of them look like the Indians that people present to us as the Black Indians. Press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. In fact, I got a couple pictures that I'm going to share with you, because I thought that was very unique. Real talk, I thought that was very unique.
Why have millions of baby boomers and folks with bigger bodies?
Sorry about the ads, y'all. Sorry about the ads.
I thought that was very unique, that all of the slaves that we ever seen in these pictures, in real pictures, all of these slaves, every single one of them have African features, pure African features. Look at this. Now, I'm not denying the existence of Black Indians, quote unquote, as people like to say, but these are African features. So is the argument that you're not African, that you're a Seminole, but you have African features? Because majority of the people that make this argument, they have African features. Do y'all get what I'm saying with this, man? This is why it's a silly argument. We're going to knock this out the park. No longer can you keep running that slick talk, because you don't have the features of the people that you claim. You don't have the features of the people that you claim. You feel me? You don't have the features. Dane Calloway do not have the features. He does not have the features. The same people that they put on the internet, the same people that they splatter and say, look, the Black Indians, these are Black Indians. They would.
Do you hear what he's saying? That my brother Dane usually uses the term Aboriginal. He doesn't use the term Black Indian. We use the term Aboriginal, and it encompasses everything that you want to describe as an adjective and as a geographical location. So this guy is a lying fool. So he's literally trying to describe and act like we're trying to cipher or connect to a Native American culture when we're actually making the distinguishing difference in culture and characteristics that between Aboriginal indigenous people and quote unquote Native American. This dude is telling absolutely bullshit, family. Y'all hit that like button, support the channel. Let's get right back into it, though.
He does not have the features. The same people that they put on the internet, the same people that they splatter and say, look, the Black Indians, these are Black Indians. They was here. These are Black.
He also looks like my brother Dane, they got pictures of Dane with a split face of him side by side with an OMAC. He looks exactly almost like an OMAC. If you put my face next to an OMAC, I look like an OMAC. You're looking at OMACs and indigenous peoples from various different nations that has been mixed up, you know what I mean, into some type of intermediate, mix up. I forget the words I'm looking for. Excuse me, fam. But this guy is just, whose man is this?
Not have the features. He does not have the features. The same people that they put on the internet, the same people that they splatter and say, look, the black Indians, these are black Indians. They was here. These are black Indians. You don't look like them. You don't look like them. You don't look like them. So the argument that people are making, they seem to be making an argument for somebody else. Of course, there were dark complexion people here. Let me get to another side of the argument. I'm teaching tonight. Is it okay if I teach tonight, family? Family, is it okay if I teach tonight? Is that all right? Press 7 if it's okay if I teach tonight. Do it sound like I'm preaching or something? Some people say when I teach, it sound like I'm preaching. Press 7. Let me see if I can get some 7s real quick. Is it okay if I teach tonight? They say, when you going to teach Moorish science? You know how long they've been saying that on Moorish Rail TV? If it's okay if I teach tonight. So listen, let's run down some more pictures. Let's run down some more pictures because they're saying this is what we stuck with. These are the pictures that we are stuck with. These are African features. These are not Seminole. These are not Blackfoot. These are not what people have been talking about on the internet. These are African features. All of the pictures that was ever taken, we don't see one that look like the picture that people claim to be black Indians. Now we know that, listen, let me finish. I'm using the term black Indians for the sake of the conversation. We know that there was dark-skinned people here, dark-skinned people everywhere. But hold up. What about the argument about Christopher Columbus when he came to the Americas? He seen black people. So let's stop right there for a second. Christopher Columbus never made it to a place that would become the United States of America. That's number one. Christopher Columbus never made it to the land that would be called the United States of America. Press 7 if you're with me. Where did Christopher Columbus find these people? Where did he find these people that he said look like black people, or we use the term black people, whatever we want to use? Where did he find them people? 2 places that I can remember. 1, the Bahamas. 2, in Haiti. So they'll use Christopher Columbus. They'll use Christopher Columbus and say, Christopher Columbus said that we was here today. He's not talking about you in the United States of America because he never touched foot on the United States of America. He's talking about the people that you call tethers, the Bahamas and Haiti. Huh? Man, we destroy these arguments. The problem with these straw man arguments, the problem with these straw man arguments is that nobody double back and double check. But because I teach this,
you teach this pseudo bullshit rhetoric, nobody's want to double back to check this bullshit because we hear it from the giddy up that it's hogwash. You just making up stuff as you go. This is the mainland, goofy. This ain't the islands. You ain't going to compare the history of the islands to the mainland, dummy. He's starting to sound like a tether sympathizer. He's starting to, family, what y'all think about this in the chat? Is he starting to sound like a tether sympathizer, family? We need some of the families to come support the channel. Y'all, we got some real ones in the building. We got 123 in the building. Let's see if we can Let's see if we can get a few people to share this live stream real quick. Share this on all your social medias. Share this on your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok. Make a post, make a story. Share the live stream. Let's see if we can get 200 people in here, man. Shout out to my FBA brothers. Shout out to my Aboriginal Indigenous brothers. We're here for another. We are on a silly, goofy ass right now. We about to put BTA to this guy, man. Noble Drew Ali is highly upset with you right now. Shout out to y'all in the building, man. Let's get back into this nonsense, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button. This your brother Aboriginal Power.
Keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. Then the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow up just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
So listen, family, we're gonna continue to break down this nonsense and debunk this guy in real time. Like, by the way, we're all watching this video live through the first time. I haven't watched the video. I like to do my reactions live. This information is easy. We can simply pull these sources up right now on the spot, which a lot of this stuff I am gonna pull up after we finish breaking this nonsense down. You understand me? Let's get back to this.
Guys, so why should I let somebody say anything when I have a voice? I have a voice. No, I can't let you say anything. I have a voice. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But look, do these people in this picture look like the Seminoles that all of these people talk about? Look at her. Look at her. Look, where's hold on. Let me find me a picture. They always like to bring up this picture right here. Do these people look the same? Do these people look the same? This sister wasn't enslaved.
Oh, did you not know? These are not enslaved people. These are just regular black folks living outside of their house. You see how he's trying to make these people slaves? See, this is the difference between an enslaved and a slave. A slave is someone who's born to do these particular servitudes, and an enslaved person is someone who got pushed into this condition mostly on paper. Are you a dumbass or are you a freaking moron? And did you not know that indigenous peoples were actually captured in POWs, and a lot of those people that you're calling runaways are in fact fugitive indigenous peoples that should have never even been wrapped up in a judicial system? Oh my freaking God. This guy is a classic clown.
This sister wasn't enslaved. But guess what?
You're right, Free Papu. He only laughs when he's gaslighting. When he do that little silly, goofy laugh, he knows that he's being antagonistic. Listen to him.
Look the same. Did he look the same?
When he do that little goofy laugh right there, that's because he's been antagonistic and he knows that he's telling a lie, family.
Let me find you a picture. They always like to bring up this picture right here. Do these people look the same?
Look, some clown in the chat says Tarharka Bay takes all debates. Stop shadow boxing. Well, shut up, Goofy. Tarharka Bay knows me very well. I've challenged him to a debate, and he said he will think about accepting it. He's been posted accepting a debate with me since 2018. Lay down and lick your nuts, young puppy.
Did he look the same? This sister wasn't enslaved. This sister wasn't enslaved. But guess what? At the end of the day,
when I told my friends and even my kids that I got into real
family, let's finish debunking this straight nonsense pseudo garbage. Let's finish breaking this down.
This sister wasn't enslaved. This sister wasn't enslaved. But guess what? At the end of the day,
No, indigenous peoples were put in certain conditions. They were POW. They were locked up in situations where the judicial systems were simply targeting them. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, by that virtue of circumstantial situation and condition makes them a slave. Even today, if you get locked up and you go to jail, whether you're rightfully accused or not, you're a slave according to the 13th Amendment.
if we do deeper research, we will find out that two things would happen. You know, people always, some of these internet people, their evidence is my grandmother said we ain't come from Africa. That's your evidence. That's your evidence. My grandmother said we not from Africa.
Look at him. Do y'all see this goofy who openly mocks and antagonizes his own grandparents? Because not just my grandparents, not just you guys' grandparents in the chat, but his grandparents as well told him the same thing. Remember, his name is Toronto. He got the Aboriginal indigenous name. You don't think your grandmama told you that you was Aboriginal indigenous and that you got that name from there? And yet you get online with your little Moorish hat on and make a mockery of your own lineage. That is absolutely pathetic. No, I believe that grandma's history, oral history, is more validated than the European that you're quoting. As a matter of fact, grandma's meticulous records were also turned into the vital statistics in every local commissioning city and was used for Ancestry.com records. So they actually needed grandma and them records. Dummy. Did you not know that? Did you not know that they called in for all people of our stock to turn in their meticulous records for administrative purposes? And a lot of people just simply went and turned in their family Bibles, which is why you really rarely don't see them in your homes no more, because they were turned into your local vital statistic records. They pretty much stole your records. See, our ancestors didn't know what the process was going on, but now we seeing the ramifications of it today. See, our ancestors didn't know what was going on then, but now we know because we're seeing the ramifications of it today. Man, I'm gonna call Tarharka Bay tomorrow. He got to come talk to me about this, because he's been running away from this conversation in particular. The culture. How about you hit the link? The culture code. The culture code. How about you hit the link? Since you got a lot of chat, I've never seen a Moorish white girl. Come on and hit the chat, young pup.
That what grandma said? Okay. Let's look at what history says. Let's look at that. And let's compare it. You know what my grandmother said? My grandmother told me that she doesn't have a slave story. And I got her recorded saying that. But I take that into an account. And
you know what he said? He said he got his grandmother recorded saying that she don't have no slaves in her family. And he still don't believe his damn grandmama on her damn deathbed. In her last recording, probably, he still don't believe her. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
She doesn't have a slave story, and I got her recorded saying that. But said, my grandmother told me that she doesn't have a slave story, and I got her recorded saying that. But I take that into an account, and I look at history too. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
All
listen,
of us
you're
was
not
not
allowing no
slaves here
tyrants,
too.
no tyrant bootlickers in my chat. It's a guy by the name of the Culture Code PC. He's a little puppy. Put his ass in timeout to tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? Lay down and lick your nuts, man. You're not gonna spam my chat like a little weasel. We only want to deal with real men that want to have real conversations. I'm challenging Tarharka Bay, and you're trying to challenge me. How about you come hit the link like a man? So block his ass in the chat, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button, share the live stream, thumb up the video. For those that's new to the channel, shout out to everybody that's in the building. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, the hood journalist. Y'all already know, man. The hood archaeologist, the hood journalist. We here for it, man. We about to finish cooking this Moorish clown.
I do know that. All of us of African descent were not chattel slaves, if you will. Not all of us, you know. But you know what a lot of people in my neighborhood say? You got Indian in your family. Y'all remember that? People would say that. You got in the 80s, you had Indian in your family. You got good hair, you got Indian in your family. In the 2025, they just say, I'm Indian. That's how they flipped it. You know what I mean? But let's think about that for a minute. You got Indian in your family. If we go back to history like a mastermind can trace themselves back and take a look at what history, what really happened in history, you may do have Indian in your family because the variables of what.
Sir, cut the bull crap. It's not we may have Indian in our blood. Nigga, we are the true American. No ifs, ands, or buts. Archaeology says it. History says it. Culture says it. Custom says it. And even knowing various different traditions even illustrates that, man. So it ain't no, they probably. Oh, you know for a fact that Black Americans are in fact the indigenous peoples of this land. They didn't go from we got Indian in us to we are the Indian without having no correct validation. You don't just evolve the perspective or conversation without having validation. Are you not familiar with the new Cherokee Treaty? Did you not just see the Muskogee Creek Nation's court winning? Did you not see the Lumbee? Hell, even the Chautauqua was even recognized as one of the oldest nations in America just recently. Shout out to Chief Warhorse. We cannot allow this guy to come on here with this bogus baloney bull crap. He's mixing the information up. I need my FBA family, my Aboriginal Indigenous family to understand. Do not allow them to spin the narrative. We do not have an identity crisis. We know exactly who you are. When your grandmothers, just like his grandmother and y'all grandmother, just like my grandmother, told us who we was, she wasn't confused. She wasn't debating. It wasn't an unsurety. She was indefinitely telling you who you was. But yet this guy even records his own grandmother that he can replay the video back and the audio back of what she told him. And yet he still challenged and questioned her. But yet he has not questioned the narrative that has been set forth by the colonizer. Why have you not questioned the colonizer's narrative, but yet you question your grandmother's narrative? That doesn't make any sense to me, Toronto. Make it make sense for me, brother. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We got 136 in the building. If we can get everybody to share this live stream real quick, let's get everybody to share this live stream real quick. I do appreciate everybody. Let's get everybody to share this live stream real quick. Let's get 200 people in here. And also, family, let me know where y'all at, man. I want to see where Big Aboriginal Power is tuning in and where people is tuning in from. So drop your cities, drop your state. Let's do a quick roll call while we finish cooking this damn clown. Drop your cities and your state in the chat.
Back and take a look at what history, what really happened in history. You may do have Indian in your family because the variables of what happened in history is the Native Americans, whom they call Indians, owned slaves. They was in the slave trade.
First of all, the same ones that you're saying that owned slaves are the same white people that you're getting your information from. So when you go back to the early 1800s, there's something that's called $5 Indians, which is an actual term, right? It's an actual term. Okay. So we need to understand that. And we got to look at the chiefs and the lineage of the chiefs that was on record for owning these said slaves. Okay. This is very crucial to the narrative. Let me shout out to some of the family that's tuning in. Shout out to Atlanta in the building, Minneapolis, South Kakalaki, New Jersey, St. Louis, Baltimore, Illinois, Dublin. Shout out to everybody else that's tuning in. We got Chaotic Truth up here with us. Peace and blessings, man.
How you doing, man? I saw that you were live and
yeah, just doing some reacting videos to a particular subject matter. What you got for me today for a second?
Well, I literally just came in, but I am familiar with the whole community of Aboriginals. So I was gonna listen. I literally just came in, so I'm not brought up to speed on the exact conversation you were having, but I'm all ears to hear about any of the Aboriginal topics, and then if I could chime in.
Yeah. You can chime in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna open the panel up for the conversation right now. I'm responding to this guy's particular conversation of his perspective of history as it pertains to Aboriginal Indigenous peoples.
I believe this is Sarnetta, correct? This is Sarnetta, correct?
No, this is Tarharka Bay. This is a lot of people. A lot of people say, "Is this Sarnetta?" A lot of people say that they do look alike and they do actually sound alike. But no, that's not Sarnetta. This is Tarharka Bay. He's a Moorish American from the Science Temple, Moorish Science Temple of America. He's a Grand Sheik, and so we're trying to line up official debate with this guy. And then after this, I'll probably open up the panel in like 20 minutes, and I'll be more than welcome to entertain any questions that you have for me, brother. And I'll see you around. I don't like how you treated my auntie, Sister Bethy, over on your channel. So it is a few questions I do want to talk to you about. But yeah.
Hey, man, let's have at it whenever you're ready, buddy.
All right, just stick around. I'll drop that link in the chat for you again.
Gotcha.
All right, shout out to Chaotic Truth, man. But yeah, man, this Moorish Science Temple guy is absolutely baloney. Okay, now a lot of his talking points is outdated. A lot of it is pulling from, like I said, inspiration from the Circle 7. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people got to understand that when we're dealing with indigenous peoples and we're dealing with indigenous peoples being slave owners, we got to look at the actual records of who's been these slave owners and the lineage, because a lot of these people are on record as Indians based off of them signing a particular rose. Something called the Dawes Rose. And there was a conglomerate of other rows that allow Europeans to come in change their name or sign their names on these particular roles and hoping to get benefits. So $4.99 investment turned into a hell of a investment in 2025 with them collectively getting indigenous benefits. Okay. So let's get back into some more of this heat. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. And let's rock the house out.
Keys on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track, on the track.
For the stats, I be beating the odds. In the blood, it be making me calm. Ride the turbines just like I'm Saddam. I'ma blow it just like I'm a bomb. I'ma leave it.
In the slave trade business too. They were in the slave trade business too. Number one. Number two, you had some Indian tribes that would accept escaped slaves into their tribe as family. Number three, this is the variables.
Switch to TurboTax.
Sorry about the ads, too, family. Sorry about the quick ads. Hey, we're reacting. Shout out to Tarharka, baby. Get your chili, man. Get your chili, dude. But hey, man, shout out to everybody that's tuning in from all over the United States right now. We do appreciate y'all. We even got some brothers and sisters tuning in from London right now. Shout out to London tuning in with us right now. We do appreciate that.
Number three, this is the variables. Number three, once these blends would happen, people would claim the tribe so they would not be forced to go back to the plantation, and they would be able to live as a Native American and not as a refugee or a person as that got a price on their head to go.
First of all, why don't you explain the whole $5 Indian? That's literally a real historical quote from where a lot of these pale skins were running down getting Indian benefits.
Native American.
While also obtaining their normal cultural endeavors like enslavement.
American and not as a refugee or a person as that got a price on their head to go back to slavery. So they were blend into the culture so they wouldn't be a fugitive. It's not that they were, it's kind of like, see, this is where nationality comes into play. It's kind of like nationality. Nationality is not necessarily, genetics is not a prerequisite for nationality. You understand what I'm saying? Genetics is not a prerequisite for nationality. For example, a person can be an American and come from China. American is a nationality, if you will, a United States citizen, if you will. And you can be naturalized into a nationality. And you can say, I'm American.
You hear this shit he talking
State
about?
citizen, if you will. And you can be naturalized into a nationality. And you can say, I'm American, because you nationalized. I
cannot believe people actually still believe and listen to this nonsense. Like, this is so 2014 debunked out the window perspective. Like, I thought the whole Moorish packet of freedom nationality has been debunked.
The whole point that I'm making is that when you join a tribe or a confederacy, you can take on not only the identity of the tribe or the confederacy and not be genetically connected to it.
That's what we're telling you, fool. The same Indians that you're claiming that own slaves are not genetically indigenous people. They're genetically European. Do you not understand what you're saying?
Or a confederacy, you can take on not only the identity of the tribe or the confederacy and not be genetically connected to it. Every morning you send your children to school and they make a pledge of allegiance. That makes them American, whether you accept American or not. They pledge an allegiance. Not only do they pledge an allegiance, they pledge.
Come on now, dummy. You're a more science temple guy. You should know that that does not make them an American. What it does make them is a United States citizen. The term American actually comes with a set of definition. It comes with a particular legal standing, right? According to the legislative branches, already have been interpreted in law. So you can't just do that. That's bullshit.
An allegiance, right? But they also are afforded, supposedly, all the things of a citizen. Well, that's the same thing that would happen during the time our people would escape from slavery. Africans, they were intermingled with the natives, and they would take on not only the descriptive name of the native, Cherokee, Chickasaw, whatever, they would take on the name, but they will also take on the cultural particulars.
Oh my Lord. So now he's saying that black people started following a Mongoloid culture, and this is how you get black Indians. Is this guy a damn fool? Do we got to go into some of the particulars? Like, this is Sonetta 2.0, the Moorish action figure version. Like, come on, bro. Do we got to go into the history of indigenous peoples here long before the enslavement of any African? Hell, we can go to Samuel Janey's observation of William Penn in the Lenape and the meeting of King Tammany in 1638. You can go to the fourth volume that was written by Samuel Janey's work again in I think it was the fourth edition, 1832, illustrating the eyewitness account from William Penn interaction with some of the Lenni Lenape. Like, it's obvious. It's quite obvious, man. Man, the Moorish Sonetta dude is wilding up here, man. Shout out to Tarharka.
In other words, they would blend right into the culture, but these are Africans. When they had children that was part native, part African, and then you have the silky wavy hair that we talk about. Now, not to say
this is the most pseudo breakdown of how black Indians exist. It's crazy. I don't know what Mornetta is talking about, bro. This is some pseudo stuff, Mornetta. You gotta calm down. He said you got the black ones mixing with the natives, and that's how you get the silky hair. Now, Mornetta, calm down, Mornetta.
African, and then you have the silky wavy hair that we talk about. Now, not to say, listen, not to say that there is not, I want to underscore this, that there, hey, what happened? Hey.
No, he can't be serious. He's just talking at this point. I think he just got caught up and lost in the sauce while just, talking to his viewers, but he can't believe this shit.
Score this. That there, hey, what happened? Hey, my whole joint cut down. Hold on. How'd that happen? Hold on 1 second. Y'all see that light flicker? The whole point is
See, God don't like ugly, nigga. You in there bullshitting. It's a motherfucking, it's a spirit party, nigga. You cannot get in. Moses off the juice and Jesus off the gin. I swear to God on my mama, nigga. It might be a ghost in there, my dude. Your ass fuck with the speed, disrespecting the ancestors. Your ass in there tweaking. Nah, for real. More Netta in here tripping, man. More Netta in here tripping.
Hold on. How'd that happen? Hold on 1 second. Y'all see that light flicker?
He's scared.
The whole point is that people are mixing history. I think I better unplug that. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna address this question in a minute. African is a continent. Brother, tell us something we don't know.
Netta is crazy. That nigga named Netta is crazy.
Hey, Travelers Rest. You ready?
They need to put his ass on. They said they need to put his ass on Tweaker Geographics, not Tweaker Geographics, fam.
He seemed like he wants some attention. Listen, if anybody knows that African is a continent, it's I. So as I started this presentation, I said African for the lack of using another term, because I want us on the same page. So I'm using African as a misnomer because that's what people can comprehend on the level of calling themselves Native, Aboriginal, Indigenous, and saying that they're not Africans. You see what I'm saying? So I'm using the term African, Mr.
Bro, you're using it on some Eurocentric. When you use the word African, just like when you use it to Nigerians, when you apply it to Guyanese, when you apply it to Congolese, when you apply it to Angolans, when you apply it to Cameroonians, it's the term African is a word that's used to strip away your nationality. And something that takes away a word that is a title that is attached to you that strips away your nationality is a word we call non-descendable. That's a non-descendable term. It literally takes away and it erases your indigenous nationality, your actual root, your cultural and custom connections to a particular group. You got to understand what we're talking about, Sonetta Bay, that you're talking a bunch of pseudo stuff. I wish we had some Aborigines in here, man. We're going to drop the link in about, give me 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll drop the link. We'll drop the link. We're halfway through this video. I might just have to revisit this, because I'm not going to be in here all night. And I do want to have a conversation with some of the family that do want to chop it up. So I'll probably do a part 2 to this. I'll probably do a part 2 to this. I don't think that will be an issue.
Indigenous and saying that they're not Africans. You see what I'm saying? So I'm using the term African, Mr. Scholar, as a relatable term for those who...
As a non-descendable term. Don't say relatable. You using it as a non-descendable term. Use the correct term.
So I'm using the term African, Mr. Scholar, as a relatable term for those who claim not to be African. But of course we know that Africa is a continent. with about 55 countries. Of course we know that. But what I'm referring to, and I said it the other night, an extension to what I just said, I'm talking about the inhabitants and the borders, what is described as Africa today. So you're creating an argument that doesn't exist. I'm using this only as a relatable term to make a point. Is that all right with you, my brother? I mean, is that all right with you, brother? You're very whoever E1 you're very elementary in presenting. If you're Africans, then what country of Africa are you from, brother? We was doing that 15 years ago. I don't have to project how smart I am with basic understanding of anything. I'm trying to have a conversation with those who claim that they're not African. And what they're saying is they're not from the inhabitants of the borders, which is defined as Africa. That's all they're saying. And I'm addressing it today. Is that all right? Is that all right with you? Good goodness gracious. Is that all right with you? I'm not trying to describe to explain a continent from a country. That's not what I'm doing here today. All right, which I could easily describe that. That's not what I'm doing. But here we go again. We don't see any of the people that people use. We don't see any of the people that people use for to be describing themselves. Look at the Black Indians. They were here before Columbus. Look at the Black Indians. And then they show a picture like this.
Excuse me, you're reading wrong.
Sorry about the ass, man. Here we go with some lying pseudo shit. Look at this shit. Nobody shows pictures like that. Nobody shows pictures like that. The only motherfucker I know that pushes Aboriginal indigenous information that might that'll show a picture like this and try to make it seem like that's a Negro is Corey Mayo. He's the only person I know that'll push a photo like this. It's Corey Mayo. That's it.
That ain't you. That ain't you, Brian. That ain't you at all. This is not you. And this is not the people that was in the slave field. This is not them. Now show me one picture. One picture. Show me one picture. Show me one. Show me one. This is not you. None of this is you. This is not you. Look at this. This is not you. This is not you.
Who shows these photos?
We putting off feathers and everything.
Who shows these photos?
This is not you.
That's why we debunked these photos in 2019.
These are not the people that were enslaved during.
We literally debunked these talking points in 2019.
Was enslaved. This is not you. Y'all are acting crazy because you hate yourself so much that you just want to be something else. This ain't you. You just want to be something else. It's sad to watch. This is not you. And the sisters, y'all even worse, because this ain't you. You know good and well. Look at this. Hold on. Let me do it again. Hold on. Let me do it again. This is not you, sis. Sis. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Now, they do look similar, but this is not you, sis. I'm saying the Indian people that they keep saying that they Indians. These are Africans enslaved. These are the Africans. These are the Africans. They say they're not African. Who are you? These are the only way that you, my sisters that have hair like this, this tribal Indian is when they go up there to Wu Sun Lee and go and get that stuff that they didn't cut off somebody from India hair.
He's a damn lie, dude. This guy is just up here spewing hogwash. Let me skip it up a little bit.
DNA pool on the planet. You understand me?
We'll leave it where.
So some places have the long flowing hair. Other places have the more coarse, thick hair. And it's all environmental. It has nothing whatsoever to do with shaming.
He's going off of some Native Americans' hair and trying to compare it to Negroes' hair. To black people in America's hair. That is insane to me.
That's one, and I guess I got to be careful. I mean, I guess I got to be careful because anytime you mention a sister's hair, they get really beside themselves. But our people from the continent and around the world has the biggest gene pool anywhere on the planet. And so
Africa is one of the highest diversity places of recent times, along with its animal diversity of recent times. But are you saying that diversity means that everybody come from there? Because if that's the case, we're going to have to challenge your narrative of diversity.
Depending upon the environment in which that phenotype has developed in, the physical in regard to hair will suit that environment. But don't ever think that I am tripping off can't grow hair. I could care less. It ain't important to me. Anyway, and an American is an Aboriginal and original dark people, dark skin complexion. I hear you, but these what we look
right when you think of the term Aboriginal, science already have approved that they're dark-skinned people. Automatically, science has already confirmed this. So for you to show some fucking Native Americans, excuse my language too, family, for him to show some damn Native Americans and then allude to the fact that we're saying that these people are, in fact, the original blacks of America, he's lying. Nobody says that. We actually debunk those same images as well, Toronto.
And an American is an Aboriginal and original dark people, dark skin complexion. I hear you. But these, what we're looking at on this screen, are our people that came off the slave ship, that people are denying. I mean, I know I don't look like those people. Listen, Lady Spade, you got
nigga, you look Somalian. You do look like some of those people. Why you ain't showing Somalia, Toronto Netter? Why the hell you ain't showing the Somalians? Because you look like them up a little Somalian.
I hate to double back and say the same thing. I said earlier on the show.
These people right here slaves, by the way. By the way, these people are not slaves. These are black people that's on their own land.
Name is Toronto. I said my great-grandmother, and I can show you a picture. She looks like the silky-haired natives that we come across. I said that. I literally said that. And then I gave the caveat about history, how that could come about.
Hey, man, drop them fire emojis if y'all still in the chat. I'm about to drop the link in like a couple minutes. We're going to drop the link in a couple minutes. Go ahead and drop those fire emojis in the chat for me, man. Go ahead and drop them fire emojis. If you're in the building rocking out, man, go ahead and support the channel, man. Support the channel that supports the movement, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to all my FBA family that's tuning in. And shout out to my Aboriginal Indigenous brothers. You already know the vibes, man. Salute to all everybody that's in here, truth searchers and researchers. We do appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Let's keep it going.
Say that these people that are claiming indigenous, that these people are claiming that no boats came here, they make a whole bunch of claims that the slave trade didn't happen, no Africans came here, they was the native people, and I can agree with some of that to a degree. But what you looking here with this document,
that ain't what we say, brother. We say the slave trade didn't happen the way you said it was. And we said that the first slaves to come into America ain't who y'all said it is. That's all we're saying. If we catch a lie, we catch a thief. We done caught you in 2 lies back the goddamn back.
it is all African featured people. In fact, if we go a step further and not be so lazy, we literally can follow the trail. Do you know they had an argument a few years ago. They had an argument a few years ago that no slavery happened by the way of Africans coming over here on the boats. And the argument was, where is the boats? Press 7 if you ever heard that argument. Where is the boats? Where is...
We're not saying that it wasn't no slavery, but listen, let's be clear. That's a whole nother subject that I would like to talk about. I'm not even gonna go down the rabbit hole.
The boats. Ain't no boats, so it couldn't have happened. Anybody ever heard that argument? And it's like, it's an elementary school argument. It was when I first heard it, I was like, wow. Like I ain't gonna front. I was like, wow, yeah, where are the boats? I was like, I got caught up in that demonstration too. I was like, wow, where are the boats? But now, watch this though. If you go to the Smithsonian Institute, walk with me. If you go to the Harvard Library online, you hear me? You literally can see the boat manifesto.
You can see a manifesto. Yeah, absolutely. They got manifestos. It don't give a description. It don't say that they're black. As a matter of fact, most slave receipts and manifesto often refer to the slaves as cargo. Oftentimes using terms like freight and half freight when referring to children. What is he talking about?
You literally can see the bill of lading.
I've invested in over 80.
I was about to ask, man. This guy is wild, bro. Like, this guy is wild. I like that hoodie though. That love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. That shit hard. I don't lie, that shit is hard.
The boat manifesto. You literally can see the bill of lading. The bill of lading is what they had on the ship, what the ship name was, and when the ship actually was destroyed. Let me explain something to you. The part where people get mixed up with when it comes to slavery was
first of all, a cargo ship production and just manufacturing was a big deal. They just don't destroy cargo ships. They don't. Everybody knows this. You see what I'm saying? When you start hearing these stories about they destroyed it and this, that, and the third, that gets into a lot of bullshit. Because in 1858 was the last alleged slave ship that brought slaves over here. It was called the Clotilda. And according to the narrative, there was plenty more before that time. What's crazy is in 1858, there was photos and video. Where is the photos and video? There was photos and videos during this time. I just wanted to make this clear, family.
A business. It was no different than UPS. The only difference is the package was people. That's the only difference. The only difference is the package was people. So guess what? They kept records. They kept records. They kept records of the boats. One thing with these ships, whenever a ship is born in the water, it's born in the water. That's where the term born come from. It has a life. That ship is documented, especially if it's a commercial ship. That ship is documented from the time that it's born in the water until the time it is destroyed or sunk. And then another thing that you have to understand is, just like I said, slavery was no different than the UPS. No different than the UPS. So when slavery was over, when the importation of slavery was over, coming from Africa to the Americas, a lot of people that was in the business of slave trade across the Atlantic, they moved their interest into other products. And so the ships
Oh my Lord.
begin to serve things like cotton, serve things like wheat, serve things like sugar cane. You know what I mean? So the ships were still in operation. It just changed the cargo, as Elohim X said. It just changed the cargo. So the straw man argument is, where are the ships? Where are the ships? Where are the ships? Well, let me tell you something. Do you see all of those what they call them trucks that cook outside? You know them cooking trucks outside that you see out at the stadiums, and they be out there with cooking. You know, they used to probably be UPS trucks. They used to be bread trucks, and now guess what? They're selling hot dogs out, vending trucks. They used to be UPS trucks. They used to be bread trucks. They used to be mail trucks. But guess what they're doing now? They're selling hot dogs. They're selling hamburgers. And if one day UPS go out of business and you never see it.
This is really getting redundant. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for anybody that want to come on. And we'll be right back. Just a second. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We'll be right back.
I'm on the block with the snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came at Staggy. All of these VVs, now they blind. I know my persona, really enticing. But on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like it's lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dying. I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I know the feds, they wanna indict it. Gun in my leg, I come invited. Run over drip, them boys are biting. She love with me, got her excited. She like that nigga, no stones on my ice. And I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I'm on the block with the snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on a ladder and came back striking. All these VVs, now they blind. Blow up a song, really enticing. Bought on that push, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that push, just like I'm lightning. Best of that money, I'm not dying. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for that money like Midas. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the finest. They be the
Alrighty then. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all go shop with BAPclothing.store. The link is in the chat. That is BAPclothing.store. All right, family. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Chaotic.
What's up, man?
Just cooling, man. Just cooling. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling? What you got?
Pretty good, man. I just finished the live stream. It's a beautiful day. It's a nice January 12th. And thank you for having me on your panel, buddy.
I don't like that buddy word, man. Buddies for dogs, man. You know that, man.
I'm not even a pet person. So if you don't like the word, I'll stop saying it.
No, you cool. It seems like that's your favorite word, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think a buddy is just a nice thing to say to somebody, you know, that, you know, I don't know you, but I think it's something that is just it's a term of endearment for individuals.
For a dog.
I wouldn't know. I don't own animals. I think owning pets is absurd, but yeah.
Hey, but nah, it's cool though.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Nah, it's all good.
Go ahead, sir.
Where you from, Chaotic, man? What's your background, man? Where your family from? Man?
I'm a foundational Black American.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Where the people from, though?
Where am I from? Well, I'm from Ohio.
Okay, Ohio. Your people's from Ohio?
They're from down south. They're from down south.
Okay. That's what's up.
You want me to tell you where they're from down south, or you would?
I mean, if you want to elaborate on it, I mean, so
Alabama and Tennessee.
Oh, Alabama and Tennessee. Okay, what part of Alabama, man? Shout out to Alabama.
Jesus Christ! You want to know all that? Atmore.
Just curious.
Okay, Atmore, Alabama.
I don't know you, man. I'm just trying to get to know you, man.
I'll tell you, Atmore, Alabama, man.
Atmore, Alabama. Okay, I got some folks out of Alabama. I'm from Tennessee, so
really okay.
Yeah, what part of Tennessee too? That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
But what's on your mind, man?
Nothing, man. You were live, and you know, I thought that was Sinetter until you told me who it was, and I just wanted to come up, man. You know, I haven't gone panel hopping in quite some time, so I wanted to, you know, to see if I would be allowed on the panel, and you allowed me on your panel. So I'm just here to.
Yeah, man. I used to do a few panel hopping. I haven't did that in a minute neither, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said something. I need to make my rounds. I've been seeing some panels. I might want to hop on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. So you say you got a YouTube channel. What was you talking about today, man?
I was talking about a multiplicity of topics. One being the situation with Jasmine Crockett, ghetto congresswoman. And how she was fake crying for Renee Good, you know, the white woman who tried to run over the ICE agent and got sent to the upper room or maybe the lower room. And then I also talked about Iran and the possibility that we may see the toppling of a very horrific regime that's been in place since 1979.
Right. Yeah, I've been seeing the conversations and the warnings from Trump. Yeah, man, that sounds like some interesting topics. I kind of touched on a few of those yesterday. So in a few days, because the ICE situation with Renee Nicole Good has been pretty hot, along with the Portland, Oregon attack on ICE agents as well was pretty interesting. Why people saying you African or Jamaican in the chat? Are they trolling me in the chat?
I don't know what they're I don't know what they're talking about, to be completely honest with you, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, considering the fact that nobody knows me, so anybody could just say whatever at this point, and so I don't really say anything anymore.
Yeah, they probably just trolling me.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are so this is an Aboriginal channel, yes?
Yes, Aboriginal. Well, my name is Aboriginal Power, so yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a channel for the people, man, for the American people, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good old proud American.
Okay. And so you said that you didn't have a problem, but you raised an eyebrow, if you will, about me and Sister Bethy's interaction.
Yeah, it's kind of like y'all was trying to. I ain't gonna say you, but you had a bunch of good old boys on there. I'll say, for the lack of argument, and they seemed like you was letting them get their shit off, and not really letting Sister Bethy get her stuff off. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Sister Bethy has come on dozens of times, and I've allowed her to, I mean, even share her own screen to attempt to inform other people in the chat of this Aboriginal history. The one thing about my channel is, we allow everybody to call in, and including even the good old boys, right?
Yeah.
And so, that's the one thing about my channel. We allow everybody to give their opinion and perspective.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I like to give everybody their opinions as well. This is when I have the link open, it's open for anyone, so anyone can come up. I don't know who's going to hit the link when they're going to hit the link. So, but anyone is welcome. But everybody will be possibly challenged and critiqued. So I understand that being on the platform as well. So
yeah, I mean, the only problem I ever had with Sister Bethy, there was an individual who said that he was born in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, but he said his father was a part of the I guess there were Syrians that I don't know why. Maybe they were escaping some situation in Syria, but his father had moved to Port-au-Prince in the 70s. And supposedly his mother was a Haitian woman, which I found it hard to believe, considering the fact that, he looked like a pure Arab, or whatever Syrians are. I believe that they're Arabs, right? They're not Persians, right? So, but the fact is that Bethy said that he was more of a brother to her than me, or some of the people who she assumed were not Aborigines, which didn't make any sense because he's an Arab. So he's not an Aborigine at all. That was my only problem with Bethy. Other than that, I like when Bethy calls in. I don't mind her calling in.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
She said it though, so so whenever you talk to her, you can ask her that. She said that shit.
Man, we got Smoke Signal in the building with us. Smoke Signal, what's the word, man? How you feeling, man?
Salute. Hey, man, shout out to the channel, to the panel, and to the chat, bro. Power to the motherfucking people. It just seemed like when he attempts to utter the term Aboriginal, it gets caught under his breath. Is there some issue you having with the niggas of this land claiming to be Aboriginals of America?
Not at all. It's very plausible to assume that there were individuals here that looked like Aboriginal power. I don't know how you look, but it's very plausible to assume that, considering the fact that there are populations of Black groups in Papua New Guinea and other places around the planet that are thousands of miles away from Africa. So it's very plausible to assume that you guys are Aborigines here, and that the history that we've been told to is a lie. I don't disagree with that. to a degree. Now, do I agree? Do I agree with it with a 100% exactitude? Of course not. But then again, I was only born in '84, so it's very plausible to assume. I don't deny it. I mean, if you guys believe that, hey, that's what you guys believe. I think that maybe a lot of you guys could be indeed of African descent, but hey, if you guys truly believe that you're Aborigine, I mean, I can't disprove it. To be honest with you,
Are you now reducing lineage to a belief? Like everyone gets to believe whatever it is they believe, and that is how they solidify their lineage, or should it be more?
Smoke Signal, can you give me 1 second? I gotta. Can you give me like 15 seconds? I gotta answer this real quick. Hello.
Take your time.
Are you asking him? Is he reducing lineage to a belief?
Yeah, because he said he ain't got a problem with what we believe. So that seems to be reducing lineage to just a belief. That means anybody gets to be anything if they so happen to just believe it. That would put Aboriginal in the realm of religion.
Interesting.
Hang tight for me, guys.
Take your time.
Interesting, Smoke. Interesting. Well, a lot of us don't it's not a belief. It's almost like a certainty. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said he a damn African. He told me he's not African, Tasco. He said he's a foundational Black American. He's lived in Ohio, family from Alabama and Tennessee. I'm not going to call him an African or a tether if he says he's not so. I did suspect so, but he told me otherwise. So.
Back.
Yes. B Triple X. What's the good old big deal with you, brother?
What's good? I know this guy is. He's Nigerian that thinks we're stupid. He was on Tariq Nasheed's trying to undermine us. He thinks we're stupid. We all just okay. Like we're all on welfare and ignorant. I know this guy is. He loves white people.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. Smoke Signal, can you ask me your question again, and then I'll get to B Triple X. Go ahead, Smoke Signal. Go ahead, buddy.
So my question was, are you fine with limiting lineage to just a belief? You said you didn't have a problem.
Of course not. No, of course not, man. I mean, lineage is not just a belief, right? It could be anything as your family's crest. It could be anything from stories. It could be anything from science, genetics, man. It could be a host of different things. It's just that if somebody were to tell me about being an Aborigine in America, just like if somebody told me that, I don't know, they were ancient Corinthians, right? One of many empires in ancient history. I wouldn't just believe them automatically. I would just take their word for it. All right. I mean, it doesn't make me any difference what you are, and hopefully it doesn't make anybody any difference what I am, to a degree. So, hey, man, like I've never disagreed with Sister Bethy or any of the Aborigine community, man. And to a degree, growing up,
Sister Bethy trying to get in.
Yeah, and to a degree, growing up, I never really believed automatically that the people who look like Chinese people were Native Americans. So I never believed that either, to a degree. So yeah, man, I never, I don't have any problem with this community, man. I just want to get on the panel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, well, we officially make that determination based off us being here and not having any other factual claim to the contrary.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Sister Betty. You didn't deal with this individual.
Did she go out?
Your mic is going in and out, Sister Betty. Your mic is going in and out.
No, she's stuck. She's stuck.
Yeah, she's stuck. She's gonna have to come back.
Go out and come. There she goes.
Yeah, you might have to go out and come back, Bethy.
You want to go out and come back in, Sister Bethy.
I gotta go out.
Yeah,
no, you good.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're glitching and sticking and stuck in.
Oh fuck! You know what? Something's happening with my Wi-Fi. They're gonna have to send a signal to it. So it's still real bad.
It's not real bad. You got it. Go ahead, cook.
Okay. So chaotic with the bullshit. This dude promotes Wakanda. He promotes Africans over us, and you do, and you need to stop. Every time I get to talking on your channel, you put me in the back because you don't want me to bring out the Aboriginal, the Indians from this landmass, and that's a fact. You could throw on your Trump hat because I got a Trump hat and a Trump card too, and you know that I stand on us being the real Indians of this mainland, and you don't like it. All you do is promote, oh, you don't think Nigerians are going to be taking over? No, fuck no. It ain't going down. You promote African shit. You don't promote, you downgrade.
Bethy, you might have to restart. Just restart the whole. Is it me or?
Yeah.
I can't hear.
Yeah, Sister Bethy, you have to come back. You're cutting out again.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go out and come back in. I'll be back.
Well,
you better stay your black butt right there.
Well, Sister Bethy is not entirely incorrect about my position. Yes, I do promote Africa over the other black population groups, considering the fact that Africa has 50 plus black countries. It has a population over 1 billion blacks. They are the largest black population in the diaspora. That is the most well-traveled, the most bilingual. You have countries like Nigeria, South Africa that are emerging markets. You have incredible cities now that are on par with European or even Asian cities like Kigali and Rwanda. And yes, I do promote that Africa is the future, and I believe it's the future. Now, I think Bethy is wrong about me putting her in the back. I literally have episodes where Bethy is literally talking for as long as I give her as much as I let her. Hey, when she wants to share the screen, hey, share the screen.
You do. But you put in the back. You don't put those rednecks in the back.
So you mind if I finish my point? Do you mind if I finish, or you want to talk? Or I'm sorry, you want to talk?
Go ahead. I got some information for you. When you have those mayonnaise, the racist mayonnaise up there, I got some information for you that'll piss them off.
Okay, well, their racism, sir, hasn't affected you from purchasing a car, getting a bank account, starting your own business, going to school, probably living in a white neighborhood. So them being racist means absolutely nothing, because I'm pretty sure you have outperformed those quote unquote racists.
I performed up most every other ethnicity from my skills.
So you don't have to
and I just want to show you that the Republican Party was started by us, not no pale people. In 1854 in Wisconsin, and it was a black girl that created the American flag, Grace Wisher. They can't even call her a slave. They try to lock her indentured servant. She was so prominent, they can't even call her a slave. She created the American flag. You can tell those crackers that.
Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Bethy, I was
saying is black people living in
so
white
Sister
neighborhoods.
Bethy, I was telling the individuals that you were you weren't entirely incorrect. Yes, I do promote Africa. Africa is the largest. Did I freeze? Jesus Christ. Did I freeze?
Hey,
okay,
Brother
yes.
Sanchez, I'm gonna have to call you right back. I'm on Bat Panel, getting on this app. Call back. Yes.
Let me mute.
No more. I told Brother Sanchez I call him back. That's my nephew. I'm sorry, Bab. I did want y'all to hear that I was talking to Brother Sanchez. I wasn't trying to hide it.
Oh no, shout out to Brother Sanchez.
Bab, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be up here that long, but chaotic. you have shown me. I used to like to go to your channel and vibe, but you have shown me that your support is strongly for Africans, okay, and that they're going to excel. Okay, Trump proved that today with the executive order. Y'all not getting nothing. Secondly, your African people will never, ever, ever be better than us. In the situation that they're in now, that's only temporarily. None of your African coonies are going to excel over us. It's changing. Shit is changing, and you're gonna see that. And I'm telling you this, and I don't dislike Africans. I don't. I vibe with African women. I let them braid my hair. But what I will not do is allow somebody like yourself to come up and put us down. If it was African bandanas over here, if you know,
Bethy, you have to fix the mic.
You breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up again, Bethy.
Matter of fact, turn your camera off. That might help. Turn your camera
Yeah,
off.
Bethy, you're breaking up really bad.
You're gonna have to turn your camera
okay.
off.
Is this still bad?
No, it's better now.
It's a lot
Okay,
better.
so yeah, I got to get this fixed with Xfinity. You promote Africans. You do not like our people. You look down. You think we're disgusting. I hear you. You do. You think the worst of us, and you think that there's no hope for us for changing. You do.
Yeah, they always just focus on the bottom of us.
You focus on us. You let the white men come on your panel and talk and try to tell our story.
Yeah.
Remind you, everybody on your panel is not originally from this country, including you. I'm sorry, Dad. Go ahead, baby.
Listen. No, you're right, Sister Betty. A lot of people like that, and I don't know Chaotic, but from what I heard, a lot of people like that do often like to compare African nations to the Black Americans, often giving you a misjudgment. For instance, they'll compare the African nations middle class to our lower class. That's a misconception. You should compare the African nations lower class to our lower class, your middle class to our middle class, to give a more conceived perspective of how the comparative is. You will have a different perspective outlook. But yeah, go ahead, sister.
Yeah.
That stop
Okay.
your wisdom.
Chaotic. I'm going to be very honest. I don't think Chaotic is a no good son of a bee or bad dude. I don't. I can't say that he is a bad person. But what I don't like about him is his two tongues. One minute he tries to seem like he's one of us, but then he promotes them overseas. And he forgets that they have to come over on our soil to get educated, to buy soap, to take real baths. And I just, that's the part that I dislike about your show. It downgrades us and you uplift Africans, and that's just not gonna go down. That's only temporary. And you're gonna see that. And I wish you would give us just as much respect on your panel that you give the white guys on your panel. See, brothers like you, where you have to impress the white guy. You constantly have to do that. Like, don't show it. I think you
breaking up again, Sister Bethy. You gonna have to fix that mother sucking Wi-Fi, man. It is driving me absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got to get Xfinity to fix my shit.
Right when
I'm
you
so sorry.
and get into your spiel, it cuts you right out.
That's why it's doing this. I got to get
send them that
Xfinity
signal right now. Tell them.
All right, yeah, I'm a mute.
I'm gonna throw some name. I'm gonna throw a couple of names at him. So he can go tell his white masters. Emmett McHenry was the American-born brother that invented the internet back in, I think it was the 40s. They try to give it to all these other people, but it was him. He was born in the 20s. He the real one invented the internet. Roy L. Clay, they call him the godfather of Silicon Valley. Brother from here, born here. I think he was born in Ohio or Tennessee. Wasn't no white man, didn't do shit. Wasn't no foreigner. These are two brothers born here. Eugene Russell, the cell phone. Henry Sampson also with the cell phone. Eugene Russell, the one that made it digital. Henry Sampson created the first cell phone, the Motorola big one. Eugene Russell made it digital. Wasn't no African, wasn't no white man, wasn't no Chinese man. So go tell those pale bastards that they ain't invented nothing. We invented the stoplight, they invented the ticket. We invented electricity, they invented the electric bill. That's all they did. I land my plane.
Chaotic, you want to respond to anything that you heard so far?
To what B-XXX is saying, I can't respond to that. I mean, whether it's true, whether it's not, I'll take his word for it.
You at Google it. Google the names.
That's I know who Roy Clark is, sir. He was instrumental with Hewlett Packard. I'm very familiar with him. You know, here goes the thing. I didn't even have to Google. I just knew who he was. But I that's not what me and Bethy are talking about. So it's nothing to me to respond to B-XXX about. I don't even know what he's talking
about. Because you can't. Because you think we're all stupid.
I said
and ignorant.
I said that you guys were stupid. When did I say that?
When you was on Tariq Nasheed.
Really? Can you go to that part where I said
he got
that?
so many videos.
Okay.
I don't follow you like that, so I didn't take the time to clip and do all that. No.
And why accuse me of something that I didn't do?
I heard you. You was up there.
So right now it's just, I mean, to me, it's like you're kind of like defaming my name. I didn't say that.
You insinuated it because you said you was a school teacher.
Insinuated it.
Wow. You said you was a school teacher, right?
That is confirmed.
And you said they were stupid.
They are stupid. The kids that I had were very stupid. The school district I was in, they were at the bottom. Yes, they were stupid.
You know, because it's by design. It's by design. Mark Andreessen addressed it. They push foreign blacks over us. They push blacks over us, and y'all get this hype feeling that we do much better. No, they push you above us because you're more, you're more acquiesced to whatever they say. You're more obedient to them, and we're not. This is why. And when we get in there, we take over.
The little kids are stupid, and you're supposed to be a professional man, and you say they're stupid. How about they're just disadvantaged and didn't have the opportunities in life that you had?
They had every opportunity,
they didn't have the upbringing that you have. Are you African?
Yes, you know what?
Are you African? Are you African?
Bethy, I am a foundational Black American.
He's Nigerian.
Are you African, sir?
I am a foundational Black American.
Tariq Nasheed, I doubt if he recognizes you.
I don't know Tariq Nasheed in real life.
Okay, he told Tariq Nasheed he's from Nigeria. He told he was from Nigeria.
Your hairline is not like the American nigga man.
Whatever you guys say. I mean, your phone is breaking up again, Bethy.
That's okay. Say, and our men's hairline is not like yours. You are lying about your race. There are I don't even feel a nigga vibe from you. For you to sit up and talk about our children like that is disgusting. I will never come back to your channel.
Compare them to the Nigerian schools. Compare them to Nigerian schools. I bet they blow them out the water.
You dress like an African man. What the outfit you have on is the outfits Africans wear all the time. And I bet your pants are tight and your pocket is ripped. And you probably have on some long pointy shoes thinking that you're dressed professionally, right?
Could be right, Bethy.
I don't have no respect for a man like you. I think you're wrong. And I think you're just ingenuous.
But Sister Bethy, they so smart, right? Why the Nigerians are getting busted for that fake degrees and fake medical degrees and fake nursing degrees? It's like hundreds of them getting busted for that. They scamming and they killing people. and there's a government organization called the Office of Immigrant Resettlement. I just found this out. This is how they getting where they getting. They give them free school, free jobs, free housing. This is why they think it's surpassing us, because they being pushed by that office. It's a government office.
I thought he was a genuine, educated brother, and I found his serious hate for our community, and I think that's wrong.
Yeah, because we get it from the scratch with no help, nothing. That's why we're number 2 in millionaires.
But that's okay. What goes around comes around, and he'll get checked at the door. He will. He will. I'm not gonna sit up here and just do like you do to our people. I'm not gonna do that to you. But I just want you to know I'm never coming to your channel. Ever. And I regret ever telling my people to subscribe to your channel because I thought you were a decent man. I did. I really do. But they all unsubscribed. Since if you know that your subscription went down, it's because they unsubscribed. They're my tribe members. I'm a mute.
Break it up again.
Bab, am I broke up now?
I can hear you now.
Bab, Chief Holiday, Brother Sanchez, these are my brothers. They're different from you. They're different. I can feel love from them.
Maybe you can lock in official debate in the future, Chaotic. I would like to debate maybe in the future.
I'm here right now. I mean, I would just wait for my time to talk.
No, go ahead. You got the floor.
Aboriginal power.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You got the floor. I was just going obtain in a second. I'm about to get ready to get out of here. I'm not going to be here all day. I got a few things I got to do. Been here almost 3 hours.
Bethy became upset because I called the kids stupid, which they are. They're stupid. They don't care about math or science. They don't care about that. I would love for her to, since she's so upset with me, can she say that she ever was in the school system teaching, or does she have any credentials, or because a lot of people who get upset with me, they never even volunteered in a school. She never volunteered in Baltimore City schools. I would assume that in Baltimore City School gets millions of dollars from the federal government. I know people personally who were on the school, who are on, Sister Bethy, Gimpy and Just the Guys podcast. A lot of them, they actually are on the school boards. They actually work for the schools there. They actually done work. Giovanni, for example, who's been on the panel, he actually sued Baltimore City Schools because they were lying about the attendance records. You can look up Giovanni Patterson. So you can pretend to be high and mighty and offended by what I'm saying about these kids, but the fact of the matter is that these schools are given all types of money. They have all types of luxury facilities. The kids are just stupid. They shouldn't be there. They should be out in the fields working. The black race in large is just not an intellectual race. And that goes for Africans. That goes for blacks overall. I don't know why people get so offended by this. It's not in our DNA to do these things.
How do we invent so much things if we're just some stupid people?
Okay, so
Aboriginal power. May I finish? I wasn't even done, Aboriginal. I was quiet, right? Aboriginal, I know this is your panel. I was quiet. I'm about to land the plane. Sister Bethy's problem is that she talks.
You be saying some triggering shit to these people.
Well, hold on. Sister Bethy's problem is that she's a woman of a certain age, but she's out of line by even talking to me in a certain way. She should be in the kitchen somewhere. What is she speaking to me for? And I like Sister Bethy, but the fact that she can muster up just this sassiness with me is absurd. And this guy up here, B-Triple-X, he can barely speak proper English. It's hard to even communicate with this guy. So the fact
I
that
spoke very well English, and you know that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I spoke very well English. I gave you names. No, because you can't deal with it. You can't deal with an intelligent man. You can't deal with an intelligent brother.
I didn't say you were not
I have a degree. I have a degree. Back when it wasn't given out, they was giving you a degree.
Sir, what's your degree in, sir?
Computer science. That's right. I'm an engineer.
That's what you're majoring in now?
20 years ago.
From what school?
Temple University.
And you work in the computer science field?
Yes, I know computers. I work in information technology field. Yes, I do.
Which company? IBM?
No, I work for a local government now.
Oh, okay. So you work for the government. Okay,
I used to work for banks. I lived in New York. I worked for a lot of banks.
Okay. All right. I'm not saying anything.
You can't be stupid and ignorant and speaking broken English to work in those environments. I spoke in boardrooms and all that.
And did you build?
Can you say that? Can you say that?
Well, I never worked in corporate America, but did you build out?
Yes, I did. I built a lot of processes.
Okay. All right.
For HSBC, I built a process how they certify users, and I did it at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. I built a document depository with all the servers and all the IPs.
Did you build out for a bank or a corporation, a company?
I just said I did for HSBC.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay. Hey man, do you, man?
It became the standard throughout the company.
Excuse me, because he stated some false things because he
Hold on 1 second for y'all. I got a guest calling in. I'm gonna let y'all to continue. 812 area code. State your name, where you calling from. I can barely hear you, brother Jeremy. Can you please speak up for me, please?
My name is Jerry Booker. I'm from Indiana.
Jeremy Booker. Okay, go ahead.
No, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Booker. My bad, brother. My bad, Jerry. I got you.
Hey, Brother Sanchez, he in the chat, Bab.
Yeah. Yeah. I have some questions, pertaining to the FBA. This is what this live is pertaining to, right?
Not necessarily. The live does have a title to what it's pertaining to. But if you want to ask the question pertaining to FBA, go ahead and shoot, brother.
Yeah, I kind of come across some of these guys every now and then for the most part, and I know that they don't really know history.
Okay, talk about it.
Like, for example, any history before 1776, they don't know nothing. Most of them don't know nothing about us being landowners or sharecroppers.
They saying you very low. You can't hear me. How about you hit the StreamYard link in the chat and just come on the panel and speak, brother? All right. Kind of stopping the flow of the channel. Sorry about that. Have a good day. All right. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's Bethy's turn.
Bro Sanchez, shout out to the homie Bro Sanchez in the chat. I will drop the link for him to come on.
I'm gonna say this first of all. Am I can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna correct you. First of all, I'm 59 years old. I'm a fine motherfucker. Because you ain't even know. I'm 59. And you look my age. I look good. You look my age. And I look good. I'm 59. And yes, it is unbelievable. Because look at my skin. No makeup. I'm fine. So you can't take that away from me because I'm conceited. When I'm looking like this, about to hit 60 this year, I'm a good looking ass woman. Vivica Fox and all them, they got Botox. No, this is my real shit. No makeup. Secondly, you told me that I didn't work with youth. I've been working with youth, troubled youth all my life. And I don't have credentials. Excuse me. I have an MSW. I diagnose. I can diagnose people. I have an MSW, baby. And I'm not finished. My shit is legal studies. I have a degree in legal studies. I'm this far away from taking a bar. I have a degree in legal studies and a degree in criminal justice. So I'm educated. Don't judge me because I look sexy. I got brains. That's something a nigga like you could never take from me. So don't talk down on me. So when them bitches come over from Africa, none of them are on my level.
Try to watch your language, the ladies, please.
None of them are on my level. So you got that. Yeah, and my shit did not come from no online shit. I went to real universities, UConn and University of Harvard. And I graduated cum laude because I'm a smart motherfucker.
And you wasn't pushed, right, Bethy?
Secondly, I've been working all my life. I never qualified for food stamps or welfare, ever. Now, when I was little, hell yeah, we had food stamps. I was proud to get me a little dollar food stamp to go get me a motherfucking bag of cheese doo-doos and a honey bun. But I never experienced welfare in my work life. As a young, even when I had my daughter, she didn't know what welfare was. And guess what? My baby, she's 33. 33. And I raised a warrior. And I have twin grandsons, and I still look good. So don't put me down because you don't know me. This is what I'm talking about. You trying to judge me, thinking I don't have credentials. I work with severe troubled youth. Youth who situations that is so horrendous. I can't speak about it because it's confidential. But I work with youth all my life, and I still do. So when you come to me, you step to me correct, boy.
Bethy, I never said anything about your looks.
You just said I didn't have any credentials, and you said I'm a woman of some age. So I'm giving you my age.
A woman of a
certain age. Right.
Man,
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that because I look good. Hell no, because I look good. You say I look good. No,
I was quiet.
When you come to me, you tell me how good I look. You don't call me a woman of a certain age.
Hold on. Let
a woman of a certain age is not a.
I don't care.
A term that indicates.
I don't care. I'm foxy. That's how you address me.
It means that
you address me as goddess.
You're not a goddess. I refuse to do that. You're not a goddess. I'm not doing that.
You will. Then don't ever say nothing to me. I'm a goddess. I'm a goddess. I'm more of a goddess than your mama.
She ain't no goddess.
I know she ain't. But I am. But I am.
I'm not calling you no goddess. Now, one thing
I said what I had to say to this dude, Bap.
Aboriginal Power Male Talk.
All right.
I never said Bethy was on welfare. I never said that. Now, I was probably incorrect about her credentials, but I never talked about her looks. I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't even know what any of these people are talking about. I don't get it. All I said was to her, Africa is an emerging market. It is a global competitor. Nigeria produces 2 vehicles. 2. Burkina Faso produces a vehicle. Ghana produces a vehicle. These are blacks that are producing vehicles. They are operating in the automotive industry. That's all I was saying. I don't understand why do you guys take these as personal attacks. Listen, if a black man invented a car 150 years ago, I'm not knocking it. But I could tell you right now, there are blacks that are participating in the automotive industry right now. Aliko Dangote, who is a Nigerian, he has an oil refinery. He hires thousands of people. I'm not downplaying blacks in America. I'm just saying that the African more than likely will be on top in terms of all of the blacks on the planet. That's all I was saying. Bethy, I don't have a problem with her. She's a woman. She shouldn't even be in these conversations because her brain can't comprehend the way that a man's brain can. The fact that she wants me to call her goddess is insane. I'm not calling her no goddess. She's not the creator of the universe. Who the hell is she? So the fact of the matter is that I'm being attacked here, Aboriginal power. I'm the victim here because I didn't attack her. I never said she was on welfare. I didn't make this a personal thing. She's taking this very personal. I land my plane. Go ahead.
May I speak back?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 Black Americans born here, Negroes, no foreign ancestry, that owns all you companies in Texas. That employs, each of them employ at least a few hundred people. You don't hear about this because they want to keep this image of us as we just nothing but some welfare ignorant, twerking, gangbanging people.
That is the fake illusion that they like to portray.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 black families. They've been in business hundreds of years. They still employ people. They pump oil. They refine oil as well. So it ain't just Nigerians. We doing it here already.
And been doing it.
Yeah, and it's Bill Vickers. They say he has one of the largest black-owned companies, American-born brother. He has like a 30-year contract with Honda. I forgot the parts that he manufactures for Honda and Toyota. He's multi-billionaire. You don't hear about him. Frank Banker born here. You don't hear about him. He's a multi-billionaire. He's the one that paid off Spellman's tuition.
They're gonna allude to him, but then, you know, I don't know, man. That's a good point, though.
Well, Bab, he telling me I shouldn't be talking in these conversations. First of all, this is how I know you ain't from this country, because the women in this country, we don't sit back. We're not from a country where the women stay silent like Hebrew Israelites and shit teach. That don't go down on here. We don't get down like that. Not no white woman or black woman in the United States. We don't sit behind men and walk behind them. I won't even be with no man if I gotta stay silent. My man stands with me, and we stand together and we speak together. I'm a ride or die woman. I ride or die with my man. You kill him, you got to kill me. You unlive him, I got to unlive you too. That's how we get that. Ride or die. Educated. I'm very educated. You don't like it. You don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it. Our men are not like you. I don't come from a community like you. And guess what? I'm straight from the hood with a strong ass background. I'm straight from the hood. And I'm educated. And I'll never silence myself for nobody. My father raised me to be a warrior woman. So I'll never shut up. That ain't happening. Ever. When I look at people, I look them in the eye when I'm talking to them. If I see you on the street, I'm looking you directly in your eye. I don't look down. I don't know. That's not me. I'm too proud. A man could never, ever rip my integrity and make me feel insecure. That never happens. The women in my family are not even built like that. We're strong-minded women, and we stand up. I don't come from a background of punks. So I'm a real Indian. A real one.
Also, there's hundreds of millionaires in Atlanta.
I'm Aboriginal power. I don't know who Bethy's talking to. I never said that she wasn't an Indian. I don't even know what's going on here.
I didn't say you did. I'm just telling you.
What are you
all you gotta do is listen, boy.
Oh, Bethy, what are you telling me this stuff for?
So you'll know. So the next time you talk about me, the next time you talk about me, you're correct. You come correct.
I talked about you. What are you talking about?
Anytime you mention my name, that's what you speak about on me. Because I'm telling you the truth.
Mentioned the fact that he raised an eyebrow. He didn't say that part about our last interaction. I didn't even know you even were part of this channel. What are you talking about?
I'm an Aboriginal, so why wouldn't I be?
I didn't think anything.
You said we don't stick together, and here, lo and behold,
I said that you guys don't stick together.
You said that we're stupid. You look down on us, and we don't be together. Now, surprise! I'm on the panel. Usually I be in the bed, just sit back,
Bethy, I said that
enjoying
you were
this channel.
stupid.
But when you come up here and challenge me, I'm stepping to you. And I will step this way to you on the street too.
Admit it, Bethy. I said that you were stupid. When did I ever say you were stupid?
You said when you say our people stupid, you're talking about me too. That I take offense to anybody, anything you say about the people in my community, I take offense to it. So if you're talking to them, you're talking to me. That's just how I am, bro. I just speak up for my people. I don't care if you're not talking to me. When you're talking to about somebody in my community and talking down to them because you wear little tight suits like African dudes, I stand up for my people.
Bethy, I said blacks
fuck Wakanda, fuck Wakanda, and fuck Africa. For real, for real.
I said blacks globally were stupid. What are you talking about?
And I'm telling you, they're not.
But it's my opinion.
I don't care. I'm fixing it. And what?
What are you talking about?
And what? You don't like it?
Bethy, what are you talking about?
Exactly what I said. You understand me.
Yeah.
Anytime you say something negative about my people, I'm coming to your throat. I don't care if you're not talking to me. I don't like it.
Bethy, if I said that blacks don't control the shipping and logistics industry, how is that really negative? We don't.
That would be a truth. Okay, we used to. Okay. But that's fine. But I don't like you saying that the little kids, black kids in your school are stupid. I don't like that.
They couldn't, Bethy.
I don't care. Use a better choice word. Use a better choice word when you're talking about my children. Don't use, I don't care. I don't like it. They're disadvantaged children, children that had a hard time. If they're children, they have no control. They're a product of their parents and they need help. I don't like that.
Bethy.
Because guess what?
The state of Ohio said that they were stupid.
I was the kid they said that about me when I was little. But guess what? I came up to be an educated motherfucker. And can't nobody fuck with me in no courts. I win all cases. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. The kid from the ghetto. I don't like it because that hurts me because it was said about me when I was little. I was told when I was in 4th grade that I was going to grow up and be nothing and be a prostitute and be a hoe and a drug addict like my family. And guess what? Whole different chick right here. So when I hear somebody like you say things like that, I flip.
How did your family get on drugs, by the way?
Bad community.
Caused by
bad
who?
Atmosphere. By themselves. Peer pressure. Introduction to drugs. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was the black.
But does that change the fact that I love my family? I love my family. But what I will not have, I will defend somebody like you saying that because I remember a 4th grade teacher telling me that I would not grow up to be nothing. And I went and spit on that bitch grave as soon as I got my damn master's. I did.
Were you acting up in class or I mean
No, she just didn't like me because my father wouldn't sleep with her.
This sounds like nonsense.
Was she black?
It's not nonsense, Bap. It is real. When you get
black?
a nigga that come on the panel and talk about little bad kids.
Can I ask you a question?
They have issues.
Can I ask you, a teacher
You said you was bad when you was a little boy, Bap. So I'm defending you too. Whether you want to accept that or not. I don't like that when our people get on the panel and talk like that and don't understand mental health conditions in children.
Was the teacher black?
Yes, she was.
And your dad was black, or he's a Aboriginal?
Yes.
So
yes,
it was black people fucking you over as a child.
That one black teacher, yes. That one. I didn't say all my teachers. That one specific teacher.
Oh, okay.
Who should have encouraged me.
Well, why was your dad trying to sleep with her?
No. She wanted to sleep with my dad. Let's get it right.
How do you know this?
Because I was a little girl in the barbershop. I don't need that. That's not even important at this point. The fact is back. I don't like when you come, people like you who are educated come and talk down on little children in our community. And I know what they're going through. That's what I don't like. So cursed be you.
Oh, well, this is gonna conclude today's show. This is.
I'm sorry, Matt, but I don't like it. I don't like that. Curse
session.
be you. Curse be you. Every time you talk about somebody in my community, curse be you.
What if I talk about myself?
You already did, as far as I'm concerned. Bap, I'm out.
Oh. Hey, man, what's the next time you going live, buddy?
I'm live a couple days after a week, man. You can pop on anytime, catch some rec. We can have a conversation about some shit.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for
having me. Shout out to Sister Betty. Shout out to BXXX for coming on. Chaotic Truth. We'll talk again. Shout out to the chat once and all, man. Y'all already know the business, man. Shout out to y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night, for those. It's still a little early, but for those that's on the East Coast that's making their way in, hope you had enjoyed your day. Had a beautiful day. And for those that ain't had a chance to hit that like button nor support the channel, go ahead and support the channel, family. Go ahead and support the channel. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, and we out of here.
I'm on the block with the snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came at Staggy. All of these VVs, now they blind. Know my persona, really enticing. Right on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like it's lightning. Back to that money, I'm not dining. I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I know the feds, they wanna indict it. Gun on my leg, I come invited. Run on with drip, them boys I'm biting. She love with me, got her excited. She like that nigga, no stones on my eyes. And I got a touch for the money like Midas. Out to my hood, I try to unite it. I'm on the block with the snakes and the rats and the cops, so I gotta hide it. All on my top, put all of my dick in the stomach, I give it a Heimlich. Really was broke, I come from the bottom of New York, now I need the finest. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. Put on the ladder and came back striking. All these VVs, now they blind. Know my persona, really enticing. Bought on that pussy, just like I'm Tyson. Hit on that pussy, just like I'm lightning. Best of that money, I'm not dying. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for the money like Midas. I got a touch for that money like Midas. All of my bitches, they be the finest. All of my diamonds, they be the finest. All of my fabrics, they be the finest. They be the finest.